Hello there guys, today's the video about the report of the precision testing for the league called Elite Rig Racing Cup, and yeah, there has been some changes, or the driver moves, and some drivers left the team, some joined, some moved teams like me, because instead of Aston Martin, I'm now in Alpine, and I'm grateful that I'm in another team, and I hope I can have the opportunity to win with them and also win the championship. So here it is, the beginning of the season 6 of Elite League Racing Cup, and my first full season in this league. Well, here I am, just setting up the car, checking out the weather, and rain is coming out for in some minutes in the qualifying. So yeah, I'm leaving the box right now because or else rain will come, and I don't want to have slow lap times by rain. So let's just have lap times in the very dry tracks. And here I'm leaving the pit lane and just getting used to the car. Very different from the Aston Martin, and also for the Renault engine, because very different sound or than the Mercedes sound, and maybe also the traction. So here I am. Oh my goodness, man, I almost crashed into the Red Bull. And thankfully he just ghosted, because if he didn't ghost, he'll be just killed. Here I am with the qualifying lap. Here I am for the pre-season race. Then to turn 1, going very great with the apex, and also turn 2, turn 3, not a lot to deal, because it was just not a corner to deal. Then to DRS, then breaking to turn 4. A little bit wide, but just touch the apex into turn 5, nothing to deal with. But here in the turn 6 and 7 is where I just got a bit wide, but into turn 8 didn't have a lot of confidence, but still I just got into the apex. Then to turn 9, just also great. Then to turn 10, just touch the apex. Then heading down into turn 11, also great. Then to Jun Sao, also touch the apex. Then now going into the straight, to the final straight, the main straight. Then activating the DRS. Let's see how the lap time it is, and the lap time is 1 minute 8.602, which leads us into second position, and I spun, but nothing to do with, because I already made that lap. So yeah, they didn't affect my lap. And well, I'm to second position, just behind Itachi. I don't know how many tenths, I just forgot the. Well, I think that should be my only lap of qualifying. Well, yeah, just laying past, so I think they were on the fast lap, and I don't want it to block. And no way, Ricardo Rangel, Dorm is the intermediate. Oh my goodness me, my G. That no puede ser. He might cost him a lot of seconds and positions, but hey, that's just pre-season. They won't score any points, so why worrying? Why do we have to worry? So heading down to the pit lane. Yeah, I don't know what to say, but well, why am I saying that? Here I am entering the pit lane, and well, that's it. That's the end of qualifying. I don't know, but in my mind I was just saying that I might do another lap. The rain won't come too early, so yeah. I just decided to leave the garage again, and well, soon I'll leave the garage and go to make another lap to see, because I didn't think the rain was going to come very early, but I don't know. And I was just seeing the weather. It said that it was dry, and I decided to leave the garage and go for another lap. But I didn't realize the mistake I made. But then, when I was just about to start the lap, I just saw some drops from the rain, and that meant to that, well, that's it. I cannot improve that lap anymore. That's it. Hope a driver isn't so good that improves somehow. But I don't think it's possible that someone improves at this point, because I'm now seeing even more drops from the rain droplets, and well, I just invalidated and went white in various corners, and well, that means that I cannot improve independently of what doing it. Oh my goodness, I just went white in more corners, like Piccolo Pato, and well, that's it. That's the end of the qualifying. In reality, that's just the end of qualifying. We cannot improve our lap times unless you didn't set a lap time, and I just decided to just enter the pit lane and not set the proper lap time. And why do we have to set the lap time if we cannot improve this? We're just wasting the soft tires. And well, that's it. I've just lined into second position behind Itaki in first position, who is on pole. And well, let's see the drivers. I was going to see how are they going to be the drivers around these conditions, but well, nobody will be out there because no one qualifying is able to set fast lap times, and this rain has just come out. And I was just checking the races, the pronostics from the race and climate, and I see that the race is going to start in the rain and end up dry. And well, here is the standings for the qualifying. Itachi is on pole, Porco Loco in third, just behind me, who's in second, and I'm just watching the onboard of other players to see how they're going. And oh, Leopold has just retired from the session. Just retired. That's it. And Sandy Strex, let's see how it's going to from him. Just doing some runs. Oh, and also Itachi has retired from the session, and I was just spamming the onboards of the both Red Bulls. Nothing to do, and just jumped into the standings. And here it is: Ahmed in fourth, Kundak in fifth, Ricardo Rangel, who is Storm, in sixth, Osbad 16 7th. And Ahmed has just crashed, and his rear right suspension, no, rear left suspension has just torn apart. And well, here we see Sandy almost losing the car. He just got a bit of a save, and I think he's just going for another lap, or this might be his in lap. Well, that's it. That's just qualifying over, and rain is getting worse, so there's no chance we can. There's no chance the track gets dry, so that's qualifying over. Well, here is the standings one more time, and I retire from the session because Dawn has just said to us, so qualifying will be over, and we don't waste a lot of time. And we see Sandy, I think he just spun or just crashed into the wall on purpose so he would retire, but well, he just crashed into the wall. And here we see the front left suspension torn apart. So yeah, that's it. Just two remaining yet to retire, but they are both in the pit lane. So yeah, that's it. That's qualifying over. I was just waiting for them to retire. Porco in Kundak. I see that Itachi has just pole position almost 3 times faster than me, and Kundak has just retired. No. I mean Porco. I think so, and that's it. That's qualifying. And here is Santiago Alatorre, who is 17 in 8th position, and Ken in 9th, and here it is just 2 minutes remaining, and Kundak still hasn't ran, he is now retired. Well, that's it. Here it is, the standings. Itachi is on pole, ahead of me, who's in 2nd, then Porco Loco, then Ahmed, and the list goes further. Here is the image from the standings. And let's head into the pre-season's race. Let's go. So here it is, the strategy for the race. Although it says it's gonna be a inters, we cannot change in the MFD to the slick tires because, well, that's how the game works. EA just fixed that thing. Well, but fortunately, when track dries out, we can change the tire to change during the race, so we can. Well, I'm just gonna trust the engineer to if he's gonna say which set of tires to box, except the inters, because, well, hope he doesn't say box to inters instead of hards or mediums. And also I just underfill the car because in rain you don't spend a lot of fuel, and I want to end the race with heavy fuel, but it's gonna be a risk because we might have to lift and coast, or else we will finish the race very, very slowly because our fuel will run out. So here we go for the formation lap. So here it is. Well, just waiting for Porco Loco to load his game. But here it is. We begin the formation lap to warm up the tires in order to not get undercooled, and we see Kenny overtaking everyone, which isn't illegal in the game, but I just realized that it is illegal according to the laws made by the league. Although it's not illegal in the game, the league made it illegal, so yeah, but it's just a preseason, so nothing to worry about it. So here it is. Oh yeah, here is Kenny spinning and letting me pass, but I was going to say warming up the tires, and we see Itachi destroying some boards, some marking boards. Well, it might be very hard to find out which is the braking, where to brake, and I was letting Kenny pass, but he just crashed, and I was just letting the McLaren pass, but he just crashed into me, and he just reset. I was letting him pass because I wanted to be in last in the formation lap in order to warm up the tires and parking and be the last to park, so I don't have my tires extremely freezing. So yeah, I was just in a disadvantage. Yeah, I was just waiting for the rest of the field to park, and it was just a bit of a nightmare for the tires. Just having to wait enormous seconds to begin the race, and that might be very crucial. And and we see that everyone has been parked. Well, we see someone resetting their position, but here we see, and now everyone has parked. Here it is, beginning the race with 5 red lights coming to turn on, and lights are out, and away we go. But that was just a spinning start for me, and oh my goodness, I just lost the car in front of. Oh my goodness me, did you see that? Yeah, that was just, unbelievable. Then my front suspension just torn apart because someone just came and yeah, that was just the end of the preseason testing. So that's it. That's pre-season's over for me. And yeah, that was a disappointing thing. Or is it? Luckily for me, during the WhatsApp's league's WhatsApp group, Tom said that the race should be red flagged, and after some polemical and controversial things later, the race successfully red flagged with the trait that if it red flags during the next time it red flags the races, the competitors will not compete. The DNF ones will not compete during the restart. So yeah, that was my one and only opportunity to rejoin during the race. So I have to just do the maximum possible during the pre-season's race. And here I was just spectating the race, which was just going to during the messages just saying that they should red flag the race, then saying that no, we should stay on the race, resume the race, and well, the race at the end, it got red flagged, and we joined into another lobby, and well, we'll just seeing some few seconds and minutes, we'll just leave that lobby and rejoin into another one in order to prepare for the restart. So here it is, we begin the restart of the race. Here it is, everyone being ready. Well, almost everybody, but still, here we go. Let's begin for the restart of the race. Hope we cannot piss it up and DNF. Hope we can at least survive. So let's head into the restart. So here it is, the strategy I'm gonna have for the race, and it's gonna be a medium hard, and I underfield just a little bit, because not a lot, because I didn't want to risk that it doesn't happen on any safety car, and I just don't want to lift and coast. Although I think the driving it a bit aggressive will not make me burn a lot of fuel, but still, I just wanted to play safe. But here is the strategy. Let's head into the race, because there's no formation left, but the race itself. So here it is. We begin with 5 red lights turning on, 4th and 5th light turned on, and lights out, and away we go. That was it. Oh my goodness, I got a terrible start, and I just already lost 3 positions. Then to turn 1 also lost, and I just spun around, and I just
Oh no no, unbelievable. At least I'm still on track and didn't DNF, but still front wing destroyed, no safety car. Yeah, that was just a terrible loss of 20 seconds or so, no 30 or 40. And me was just trying to dive bomb into blood, sorry blood, but and tried to dive bomb, but you didn't realize that I was going for a dive bomb. Yeah, it was just a disastrous. Going to lose like 40 seconds until Itachi just retired for the race and safety car is now out. Safety car just got out, and well, I decided to do a cheap pit stop for hard tires, but yeah, that was just incident of idiots. Yeah, that was a very stupid one. Should not have done this, but well, it's a precision testing. It doesn't. I don't have to worry a lot of that. It's just recapitulating the data. There, we won't receive any points if we win the precision race. So yeah, but yeah, it's still a bit of shame of starting like that. But here it is, making a pit stop, replacing the front wing. Fortunately, I did not oh wait, this, yeah, I got rear wing damage, slight rear wing, and yeah, I might have a bit of oversteer. Hope I don't spin by not being careful with the oversteer due to the rear wing damage. But well, here it is, lap 2, safety car, and I'm in 10th position. At least not in dead last, but still a terrible place. But the field is now bunched up by the safety car, so hope we can come back. So here it is, safety car in this lap. Well, we just skip until this point because nothing happened here, but until this point. But here it is, safety car in this lap. We're just warming the tires. I did not warm a lot those rear tires. I might have a bit of oversteer. And oh my, he just crashed into me. Although he might accuse me of brake checking him, but yeah, and we did not have reflexes, so yeah, let's see how oh no, my goodness me, the field has just literally punched up, and we see into turn 1. Oh, just a lot of incidents into turn 1, and we just touched into the Aston Martin, and yeah, Blood is out now out of the race. So yeah, that was just carnage at turn 1, and yeah, but still we just survived and count out into P4. Yeah, I just ran a bit wide, but yeah, let's just continue in our way to the comeback. And here it is, we just skip into lap 7. Well, DRS is now enabled, and as now in 4th place, I see the 2 Red Bulls battling for each other into P2. Yeah, no team orders. This is something that it's impossible between Checo and Verstappen. Checo has no pace and Verstappen just a god, so yeah. That's why it's not possible to see in real life the 2 Red Bulls battling between each other. And we see that those Red Bulls has just battled too much that I just even overtook one of them. And yeah, that powerful P2 made a 3-way battle. So that might be very interesting one, and the Red Bulls of Ahmed just wanted to dive bomb into me, but yeah, he decided to not do that dive bomb because yeah, I was just going to turn into him. So yeah, there it is, and I think the battle was just over, and the second place just maintained that position, and I just overtook Ahmed in 3rd position. Then down to the end of lap 8, DRS is now activated, now going to overtake Sandias to P2. no trying to overtake in around the outside, but just back I just back a while, and I think Santiago Alatorre just wants to join the battle also, because he's just a little bit like 4 tenths behind me, and he just wants to join the battle, and let's see if he's going to do it well, and let's see. Meanwhile, I'm battling with Sandiest, just making a train, then into the main straight, overtaking him. Let's see if it works successfully. Then at the same lap, Santiago Lotorri was just trying to overtake me, and he did it successfully down to straight. He just had a quick car and plus the slipstream, and he also tries to overtake Sandiest, and he's now into P2, battling for P2. Meanwhile, just me just sitting back, and Santiago just lost some tenths, and I overtook him back, and I was just going into the inside defensive end, and yeah, around the outside was trying to overtake me, and he did it successfully, but into turn 5, and yeah, he just time bumped me a little bit to complete the overtake, and yeah, just having to be just behind him for another sector, yeah, for another lap before the main straight. So yeah, then we just skip into lap 11. We see those two battling for P2, and I'm just closing the gap between 4th and 3rd, because they're battling too hard, and that means, oh, Santiago just ran wide, and still and I decided to overtake Sandis because he was just too slow, but I went a bit wide, and he what was doing with Santiago? I think he just almost lost the car, and he was very slow because he just corrected the car, but well, the battle for P2 is very tight because Alpine has, oh my goodness, it has joined, and Santiago Lotorri has just spun, and that brings me into 3rd position. Now it's time to catch Sandiest from 2nd position, and let's see if I can hold up and even overtake Porco Loco for the lead. Well, let's see. Oh yeah, we see Kenny trying to overtake me, but he decided to not overtake me. I have a bit of oversteer and corrected the car. I have DRS, but Kenny is just too close that he just stops bumps down the inside, and I just have a snap of oversteer, and I lost 2 places due to that, but at least I didn't spin by the oversteer. Yeah, I wasn't much careful, but let's see if we can recover and at least gain to P2. And we see Puerco Loco just spinning, and that means that the gap is now close, very close from 2nd and 1st, but not close enough. But well, let's see in the further in the race. But then down to the straight, going to overtake Ahmed. I'm now less than a second ahead of him, so I got DRS, and I activated DRS. Down to a straight, am I going to close enough to overtake him? Yes, I am. Around the outside, going to overtake him. Almost, he squished me, and we just touched, but the contact wasn't enough to make me damage to the front wing, and I had another opportunity to overtake him down the outside again into Doshito del Lago, and that was a very clean battle, and Osbar just retired it, and what does that mean? His safety car just bumped out, and I cannot overtake during safety car. So yeah, Ahmed just backed me up, and yeah, the engineer told me that I had to box for hards. No, for soft and then mediums. But I decided to box with in mediums. I mean, yeah, I decided to put in mediums, gambling it all. Yeah, I wanted to gamble. I don't know. Wait, was it with the mediums or I don't remember, but they wasn't. I think I was going to box with the mediums. No. I decided to stay out. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I didn't. Yeah, I just forgot that I stayed out and I gained some positions. I didn't. It wasn't a bit worth it the risk because 22 laps to go, and yeah, those minutes won't last those laps if you go aggressive unless you just manage extremely your tires. Now I climbed up into second position and hope I can overtake Kenny. Well, then the end of lap 14, beginning the lap 15, I overtook the lap Ricardo Rangel, and what did he do with Ahmed? Just rammed into him. He just rammed into Ahmed. I don't know what craziness was doing with Ahmed the Storm, but he was doing some craziness, just ramming into them, just making it from a race to a battle royale. But yeah, I don't know what's happening to him, but yeah, I don't know. The owner of the THR Esports team, he's just ramming into the others, and that's just a lot of unsportsmanship. Even in the preseason, that's just unsportsmanship, unbelievable. Hope he doesn't do in the race. And oh, I got a snap of oversteer trying to warm up the tires, but I didn't spin and lost a lot of places. So no worries about that. No worries. And here it is also. Well, what is he doing, Dorm? He just wants to crash into the safety car, but I think he just ghosted and crashed into the wall instead. But what a miracle that he didn't DNF and his suspension is still intact. He's just a lucky man. But still, let's skip until the end of the safety car. But before that, there's something before the end of the safety car, because we were just warming the tires, going to lap 16, and I don't know what has he done Puerco Loco, but it's going to do something pretty unsportsmanship. Puerco Loco crashed into Storm and he's out of race, and as well as Storm. So yeah, they're both out by ramming into each other. But I just evaded the crash, because if I was just like if I was turned slightly to your left, I would crash. I would be crashing to them. Yeah, so I'm fortunate that I didn't crash into those drivers. So here it is. The safety car is going in this lap, and here we hitting the tires, and Kenny is ahead of me, hoping to overtake him and going to the lead of the race. Well, let's hope the best of luck and not to crash into each other. And here it is, safety cars now in this lap, and Kenny just doesn't want to accelerate, and oh, I just almost lost the car, and just Kenny isn't going at this pace, and finally just goes into full speed, and I couldn't overtake him, and Joe Flag. Who's Joe Flag? Well, I don't know, but still, just no safety car. So yeah, let's see if I can close him. close into Kenny, and I think he's going further and further. So it's opening a gap between Kenny and me. So yeah, I can. There's no chance of overthinking him unless he spins. So all I can do is pressurizing him and defend against Sandias. Then round the lap 18, we see Santiago Latorre overtaking Sandias then, and I think he just successfully overtook him, and now he's just trying to overtake me down to the straight, and I think he has a lot of straight speed, and I was trying to defend on the inside, but he just overtakes me around the outside, but I just underbraked because, well, brake too early because I didn't want to lock my brakes and end up in crash, and yeah, that was and yeah, I just fell into P3. Hope I don't fall even more places and maintain this position and climb up. So yeah, all I can do is maintain the position. But then round into lap 19, Santiago Latorre has just set the fastest lap, but that turn 2 he just exceeded the track limits and got 3-second time penalty, and I don't know how, but I just managed to correct without spinning, but yeah, that was just very inexplicable because I was just bringing up the throttle too much and I just lost the car, and I don't know how, but yeah, besides Santiago Alatorre spinning, well, continue with the talk. I just turned the steering wheel instantly to the extreme right, just to not spin, and that was just a bit aggressive. Imagine having with force feedback and with direct drive. No man, I don't want to snap my wrists. But yeah, that was oh, Sandias retired from the race, but still no safety car. So let's continue with the race. Then we just skip into lap 23 because Kenny was just very far. He just got far, and the reason is because Leopard just retired, well, crashed, and that caused another safety car. And this time I decided to go and box into mediums this time because yeah, the hearts were a bit worn out, and I decided to go with the mediums because there are just only 13 laps to go, and going with mediums, the mediums will last enough, and if I do it aggressively, it may also last enough. And with that, we're just only 4 runners, only 4 staying in the race. Just, no way, that's just unbelievable. Just 4. Well, I think actually 3 because Garland is just only he's just only like a lot of laps down. Kenny and I boxed with mediums, and Ahmed was just too far away and he couldn't catch me, so I was just ahead of him. Yeah, it wasn't a lot to worry. So, and yeah, the safety car just, yeah, I mean, I got into the queue just instantly because yeah, the safety car was just there, and that was the right time. And there it is. We just into the queue, warming up the tires. So let's see if we can. I can overtake Kenny into the lead and win the preseason race. And speaking of that, and Kenny has just crashed into the wall, and that brings me into the lead of the race. I'm now leading into the race, and Kenny has crashed so strong that he's now out of the race. So we have just only 2 actual runners, and Although Garland is still in the race, but we don't count him because, well, he's just not competing. Just I think he's the AI. It's the AI of him, but he's just only we're just only Ahmed and me and Ahmed. Let's see who can keep going and win the race. Let's see. And here it is, safety car in this lap, and we see that Garleon is actually has actually what do we say, is competing actually, and he has punched up. And sorry Garleon for excluding you, but here it is. In reality there are actually 3 runners, real runners, not just only the AI controlling the driver. And here he is leading the field, and here he is restarting the race, and well, everything's normal. Everything's looking good. So no one is doing some dirty things. No dirty things. Everything is fine. Yeah, everything's fine. Yeah. Fine. Round down to lap 28. I just set the fastest lap with 1 minute 10.656. Now DRS is now enabled. And I don't know how Ahmed is just going to catch me, but he has a 3-second time penalty plus the 2 seconds he's just ahead of me, so he needs to pull a gap of 3 seconds ahead of me plus the 2, so 5 seconds. So yeah, he has a tough challenge. And yeah, here we go. And oh yeah, and the reason why I paused is because Sebastian was just messaging me about having to let the Red Bull pass, so I can have like 600 pesos. That's what he said to me, but I just did ignore him because why would he? Oh yeah, and Ahmed just spun, so yeah, no chance he can catch me. And yeah, he was just messaging me that I have to let the Red Bull pass, and yeah, that was just craziness. And no, Ahmed was just no, he was just accusing me for causing a crash at lap 1. He just wanted to black flag me. He just wanted to disqualify me. So yeah, I was in a he was in a bad mood, so he wanted to disqualify me for the race. And yeah, that's not good what I did, but still, winning is winning. But yeah, he was just keeping messaging me until a point where I just decided to ignore him. So yeah, in those laps he was just messaging me. So yeah, let's skip let's just skip into another thing that happened during the race. Now into lap 32. There's Joe Flax, and Guardian 1 has just crashed, and he just left, but he did not DNF. So, and Ahmed, oh, this is now safety car. I was telling that Ahmed went to hard in this time it was cut, so but it wasn't so interesting yet. And by the safety car, I just decided to box with the softs because it was an enormous gap, so that was just a free pit stop to me. So yeah, I could now go and box for softs and not lose any place. So yeah, I will stay maintaining the lead, and let's see if I can win the pre-season race. And now into lap 32, we just box into soft, and here we go, boxing into softs. Everything is going to be good. Here it is, changing the softs, and here it is. Ahmed won't catch me because he's just very far away. and even if he catches me, he has a 3 second time penalty. So yeah, he has to extend the gap into 3 seconds ahead of me in order to not be affected by his penalty. So he has a lot of tasks to do, but he may have another plans because he also went into south, but he has another plans. He has other plans, and I don't know what his plan, but hope it's not going to ram me into the wall. Now into lap 34. Safety car is in this lap. Let's see if Ahmed can catch me. Oh, he just crashed into me. I don't know how, but well, I think I just went too slow. He thought I was going to accelerate, and well, I think he just wanted to crash into me. But really, safety car has now ended. Here we go for the last 2 laps. Final 2 laps, I mean, and everything's going cleanly into turn 1, then to turn 2, then to turn 3. Ahmed is not doing to me very dirty, and then into the straight, down to turn 4. Ahmed is just trying to do a dive bomb, and I just squished him, and he just tried to dive bomb me down the inside, but I didn't give him a lot of space. So yeah, he can have a very last opportunity down the straight in the final lap, but he has to hold up, or he has another plans. But because he just crashed into me, he just rammed me, and fortunately I could maintain to the track, and just seeing that, celebrating that I could survive the crash, and well, I'm now the only runner of this pre-season's race. That was just crazy and controversial before even the start of the season. So yeah. Oh my goodness me. Ahmed, what have you done? Here I am celebrating, weaving. Have nothing to lose other than DNFing, and I have my rear wing extremely broken. Here is to the final lap, just only a slow down lap, nothing to do. I can do anything I want, but I just want to snap off oversteer. But yeah, I could do anything I want, but I just decided to get into the finish line, and I just got snap off oversteer, and I almost crashed into the wall, but still I could survive. And yeah, a lot of oversteer, side pod damage, diffuser damage, floor damage, yeah, and rear wing damage. Yeah, that was just extremely damaged the car, but not the terminal. And here is the damage which Ahmed caused to me. And if Ahmed was like a few centimeters into the left, he might DNF me, because he might just destroy my front right suspension. But there's nothing to lose, because we just celebrate to win the pre-season race. It might be a promising one, but let's see into qualifying from Bahrain Grand Prix. Well, that was an insolent and controversial pre-season race, but hey, just pre-season. It's just only to accumulate data, but yeah, still was just crazy and dirty. And here I am into the podium, celebrating after final. Yeah, this is just the promising. This is promising for the Alpine team. And here we go, celebrating the pre-season race win. And here is the Alpine engineers clapping it to me, congratulating me,
And here it is, the champagne party. Yeah. A celebration for surviving. And I'm just the only one who finished the race. So yeah, pretty crazy. Well, nothing interesting here. So, so here it is, the results. I just was the only finisher. And yeah, I was just the only finisher, and the others just DNF'd. So yeah, although being the winner, I was just the only one who finished it. But still, winning is winning. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you want to be part of the Mexico Boss, please subscribe to this channel and also join our Discord server. Link in the description down below. And also by subscribing, you can also turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of my videos. And also follow me on Twitch, because I have also a Twitch channel which is the same username, Mexico8. So you can see me streaming in the F122 games. And yeah, have a nice day. Goodbye. Hope I can go well into the first race of the season 6. Goodbye.